Week 1 reflections. I was introduced to the project after completing the previous units on time, and the first thing I thought was how much things I have to do compared to last year's final project. There was so much more mood boards to do, pre-production sheets to fill out, and much more research to complete. Made some notes, then I decided how I'm going to have to upload my work this year. Decided on Canva, and it was something I was already familiar with. Decided to open up the brief checklist, familiarised myself with what was required, got to go on with the mind maps, came up with 3 ideas. One was a documentary, a podcast, and one was a short film. I decided to settle with a short film idea. I felt like that was something that could strengthen my creative and technical skills this unit. I started expanding my idea, came up with a concept, the themes, characters, and a lot more stuff. I delved further into the project and decided to should I come up with more ideas. Next task was to create a mood board for each of my ideas, and it wasn't too hard because I already had a visual plan before I even wrote anything down. Went onto Pinterest and grabbed some photos. Then I decided to do my SWOT analysis, and this is something I'm actually really used to doing at this point. But for my FMP, I decided to create my strongest one yet. I decided to include my 3 points for each section, which at first was kind of proven to be a problem. So I decided to look through all previous proposals to try gain an idea on how I should structure it. About after 15 minutes of contemplating, I got going and zoomed through it. After completing this, I had encountered another problem when creating the website to produce my work, and I used the website template instead of presentations. And by the time I noticed my maps and mood boards, I solved it by just putting everything back into the presentation one by one until I watched a clip on TikTok where someone just grabbed and copied everything on a page, including the graphics. I just copied that, which was able to save me some kind of time. And yeah. I also decided to do my project proposal, my action plan. This was going to help me outline my goals, my research, my rationale, and what I hope to deliver. This was something that I've only done once before. This was in last year's FMP. And one thing I was struggling with this year was how to structure it, because it's been some kind of time. It's been a year. I knew what to write, but I didn't know how to write it out into words. So I decided to open up my last FMP folder, look through my old project, start to zoom through it. After that, I started my action plan, which was a schedule outlining what task I plan to complete each week. And I finished this quite quickly as I had access to a checklist that told me every task that I needed to complete in. So I looked at that and wrote down each task down from top to bottom, as well as what was required to complete it. For example, tutor and peer feedback, internet access and requirement. Overall, first week of MP wasn't too bothering. Put my head down and finished every task that was required of me in each lesson and solved it with minimal problems whenever I did face a problem.